At today's episode, we're gonna build an outdoor rustic table, heavy duty, out of 4x8 clear Douglas fir. It's gonna be very heavy. And a few years ago, I was gifted a bunch of these 12-foot long 8x8 clear Douglas fir. And all we're gonna do, we're gonna split it or cut it in half. So we end up with 8 or 4x8. And then we glue them together. That's the process you're going to see today. And when we have some rotten wood like this, we just cut it off and use it for firewood. And this is just some spacers that I gonna use, so I end up with a guide at the same place every time. And this is some humongous big old beam saw. And here we plane the back side of the tabletop, just to make sure we get the same thickness of all of them. Festool's product is the greatest, but a little expensive sometimes. And I'm very much into repurpose or recycle. And this is just some European plywood, 12 millimeter. I cut it up in strips like this. And then I just route a little bit of on the edge and cut it to length, and I end up with a domino. Sorry, Festool. The reason I'm putting tape on here, it's so we don't have to sand off the mark from the pen. It might look like that's no problem, but this is like a table we want to save as a rustic, so we don't want to sand too much. And here I'm putting it on, and then I'm going to cut it, and then we put that pen mark on there. And this is just the marks for where we're going to put our dominoes. And with this we're going to use Gorilla Glue. It's a great glue. It's just, if you're gonna stain the wood after I don't like it because you're going to see spots from the glue. And another thing, you get all black on your fingers when you work with it, but we can live with that. Gorilla Glue recommend that you put a little bit of water, damp it down, and it applies better. So that's what we do. These pieces are very heavy, so to make it easier for myself, I glue it in 2 sections. I do 2 pieces together, and the other section is 3 pieces together. Then I come back the next day and glue those 2 pieces together, so a full table size. I mixed a white vinegar and steel wool and let that sit overnight, and it's basically absorbs the steel wool, and that's we're gonna brush that on and let it sit for another 24 hours, and that makes like it's oxidized, so it looks a little aged. And since this is an outdoor table, we are gonna protect it from rain and sunshine. So the best thing to do that, it's penetrating epoxy. It just soaks into the wood. And as a final finish coat, we put a flat finish marine product. And here we're working on the legs or the base of this heavy table. And many times I just design while I'm making it. And we haven't decided exact what angle this is going to be in. This table is very heavy, or the tabletop. So we decided to support the leg frame with some aluminum. And thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button.